Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nancy Drew, Ghosts of Thornton Hall. I just realized that I have been neglecting the phone messages in this game. For example, Jessalyn has 4 phone messages that I forgot to listen to. So let's listen to them right now.
Where are we going? Are you sure you want to know? I'm just going to pretend it's a top secret, really nice hotel. We're looking for the ruins where Charlotte died. Remember when Elizabeth got married and we all watched rom-coms and ate caramel corn? I was just thinking, at no point that evening was I like, I'll die here! It just didn't come up. Maybe not for you, but 2 movies in, I was thinking fondly about my own mortality. Wait, what's that say?
Yes, so Charlotte died in a fire, as we know, and the ruins of that building are still located somewhere on Black Rock Island.
The serpent rests in the center on the 2 handles. I think I know what that's about. Whoa! Buddy system! Jess! Where are you going? I know you're freaking out. I promise this will be quick. Are all of those coffins occupado? I gotta go outside. Just 2 seconds. There's some sort of message in the window. Yeah, I know. It says, "This building is for dead people only."
I think that particular message takes place inside the crypt, you know, the locked building, which is part of the cemetery.
Jess? Jessalyn? This isn't funny. Where are you? Jessie! I don't want to be alone. Please stop. Please. Please come back. This isn't funny. I'm too scared. I don't understand. Are you okay? Jess, if this is a prank, it's not funny. Not funny! Jess, you're really scaring me. Say something. I said leave me alone. Now!
Alright, so Jessalyn did get a little angry towards the end of the night. Okay, so let's call all 3 of the people that we can call. Let's do it somewhere else, though. Actually, let's go upstairs. Uh-oh. Freakiness. Okay, that went on for a rather long time. Now, I think we can get an award for using the key here. Where is that key award? Key spinner. So I think that means we have to use the key here about 5 times.
The key fits, but I think it's broken.
See, it's the key spinner. Ooh, and Charlotte singing to us. Alright, we got the achievement. Let's see if I can get some of the other achievements. What's this one? Is that for using the EVF recording a lot? Oh yeah, and the Easter egg. We could get the Easter egg as well. Aw, the song finished. Oh. Alright, just use the EMF thing everywhere and maybe you will get an achievement. Here we have EMF readings off the charts, which tells us that we can look over here to get an Easter egg. Great, so that's another achievement. Alright, so this is sort of like an achievements video, isn't it? And I'm not sure if one of the other achievements is actually using EMF a lot. Does that look like the EMF reader? It does sort of look like the EMF reader. Okay, looks like I still need to do Bottled Up, Ghost Hunter, and Trivia Tamer, and the Charms. So I'll get to that later. I think the bottles are over here, but we can't do anything with the bottles quite yet. We don't have the bottle puzzle yet, so we can't get that achievement. Hey, I think I got the achievement. I did? I did! Okay, so I've gotten all of these achievements. Fantastic. Cool, cool. So, okay, so I think I got all the achievements that I can get at this point in the game. Let's return to our phone.
Hi.
How did you get into the crypt?
Jess had a key, but I don't know what happened to it.
The bedroom key is crossed out in the scavenger hunt. Do you know where it is?
No. Jessalyn must have found it, but I couldn't tell you where it is.
Do you know anything about Harper?
Just what I've heard from Jessalyn. Apparently she handed in her sanity card a while back. Jess said Clara was always worried Harper would return.
Why?
I think she was scared of her. She told Jess to call the police if she ever saw Harper.
Harper is kind of scary.
I'd better get going.
Bye.
And kind of crazy. And she kind of needs a haircut, too. Oh yeah, plus she lives in the basement like a total creepy person.
Bess's phone.
All right, bonus Ned. What are you two up to?
George is in New York.
So, she got the internship with that Technology of Tomorrow place?
Yeah, Ned and I were just planning a road trip for when you're back. I was in the middle of trying to convince Ned to grow a bad mustache so we can hang out in Brooklyn.
Not going to happen.
Someone has to, Ned, and George already said no. It was a really angry no, too. Anyway, did you make it to the island?
I did.
I've been doing a little research, and I can see why Savannah sent you.
Why's that?
If I believed in ghosts, I wouldn't come within a few hundred miles of Black Rock Island.
I can definitely see why. Even I have to admit it does have a certain abyss gaze is also into you vibe to it.
Put that on a billboard.
I've got your back. I've been reading up on missing persons cases and hauntings.
Really? Oh, that's great.
I, on the other hand, have been watching videos of otters, so good at stacking things. Additionally, I've kidnapped Ned. I've been so bored since George left, and Ned's a very active listener.
Mm-hmm.
See? And he's also very quick to Stockholm.
Nickerson family trait. We like being liked.
Alright.
Thanks, you two.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, Nancy. Alright, so, Bess is Nancy's best friend, and Ned is Nancy's boyfriend, so it looks like the two of them are hanging out, talking about mustaches, and watching otter videos, and maybe watching videos of otters with mustaches. Oh, and researching kidnappings and stuff like that.
I want to catch you up on the case.
So it's a missing persons case, right?
Do you think she's actually missing?
I don't know. I've heard of runaway brides, but I don't think that's the case.
If it's a missing persons case, why aren't the police taking care of it?
Well, they are, but since she's an adult, there's only so much they can do.
Ned was telling me about the ghosts out there. Do you think maybe they're related?
Actually, I believe in this ghost.
Ned, do I have permission to do a spit take in your living room?
No.
I'm doing it anyway. Say that again.
Please don't.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stand down, Bess. The Nickersons are a tidy people.
I wasn't really gonna do it, guys. Unless someone made me laugh. And this is that super red soda that's still on the market even though it's been linked to distractibility in 9 out of 10 Besses. Back to you. Are you finally trading in your Skeptics Club card?
And miss the dinner that probably won't happen this year? No way. People here believe in the ghost. I think if I don't take the ghost story at least a little seriously, I might miss something.
Smart.
Well, I hope so.
I hope so too.
I just saw a ghost.
So what are we talking? Puppet? Mirror tricks?
No, listen, don't tell anyone else this.
Is this going to be a ghost blind item? A well-known spirit was spotted at a popular haunt canoodling with a certain ghost about town known for his habit of appearing in mirrors.
Can you channel serious Bess for a moment?
Okay. Homework, my dad talking about taxes, that picture of a puppy who got lost. Old paintings of European royalty. I'm there.
Thanks. Since I've gotten here, things have been getting stranger and stranger. I can't shake this feeling. It's like an odd weight. I'm not saying the ghosts are real here. I'm just saying... I don't know what I'm saying.
Very clear, Nancy. Thank you for clearing that up. I totally understand what you mean now.
That doesn't sound like the Nancy I know.
I know. I just need to clear my head. There is always a scientific explanation.
Ned, you gotta tell her to come home.
Still gotta work on that whisper, Bess.
Nancy, you're really scaring me. Come home.
I will, just as soon as I can. There's something strange about Jessalyn's disappearance.
What's that?
There's no ransom note.
That does complicate things. But I've read that most missing person cases involve the immediate family.
You're right. I guess the best move is to keep the family talking. Maybe they'll let something slip.
Or maybe they're trying to tell you something.
How so?
Remember in Kyoto, you told me that ghosts are what people invent when an injustice can't be fixed?
Sounds me-ish.
I remember when that happened. Here's a flashback to Nancy Drew, Shadow at the Water's Edge.
Do you believe that the Ryokan is haunted?
I don't believe that anything is haunted. Ghosts are just what happens when guilty people let their imaginations run wild.
What do you mean?
Think about it. Why do ghosts always want revenge? They're what people invent when they feel guilty. If that wasn't the case, then ghosts would want all sorts of things. But no, they always want revenge.
So apparently, Nancy is taking things that other people said and trying to pass them off as her own wise thoughts. That's not very nice, Nancy.
That's the case here. Once you figure out what the deal with the ghost is, I bet it'll point right to Jessalyn. And if the ghost is real, then case closed. A ghost did it. If that turns out to be the case, please don't tell me. I like living in a world where ghosts are probably not real. I already have to vault into bed after every scary movie for fear of ankle grabbers.
And it looks like here we can talk to them about all 4 of our potential suspects.
I met Wade.
I still say giving your child a verb for a name dooms them to a life of hearing mediocre jokes. What's he like?
He's got a bit of a rough edge. He seemed surprised that I came instead of Savannah.
What do you mean?
He wanted Savannah here, specifically.
Why?
I don't know, but I intend to find out.
I think it's because Wade is in love with Savannah. Or he wanted to show off his cool boots because Savannah was jealous.
I met Harper.
What's she like?
She might be completely crazy. Either that or she wants me to think that's the case.
So, who is she?
She's a Thornton, all right, but that's pretty much all I know. She seems to be hiding from everyone.
Hiding?
For the moment.
You met a weirdo who has an obvious affinity for ghost kidnappings during the course of your investigation of a ghost kidnapping? And you didn't tell anyone? Ned, say something to uncrazy your girlfriend.
Don't be that way?
Not compelling, Ned.
Should I say it like you would?
If that's what it takes.
Nancy, your newfound buddyship with that baddie basement dweller is freaking me out.
I have trained you well. Now go, Nancy. Tattle like the wind.
All right, I think you may have a point. I met Jessalyn's mom.
Poor her.
Assuming she's innocent, what's your impression?
She's reserved. Can't fault her for that, but it does make her hard to read.
I've never been a mom, but I have owned my fair share of fish. And no way anyone could take care of something and even think of Nancy, it's too sad. Can't do it.
I owe it to Jessalyn to distrust everyone, even her.
I know. This case is like a big, fat, tall cloud of sadness that's sitting in front of me and using its cell phone when it's not supposed to.
We just got back from a pretty rowdy opening night screening of the Relation Shipwreck. It was really bad.
All I want is to see the screen and to not deal with jerks, to have a movie-style romance, and for no one to get hurt ever. Find her, Nancy.
I'll do my best. Promise. I met Jessalyn's fiancé, Colton.
Where's he fall on the cute to guilty spectrum?
That's not a valid spectrum.
Like fun it isn't. Oh, is this because Ned is on the line?
No.
I'm not calling off the dogs. You're just going to have to find a way to tell me that balances the public's need to know with Ned's presumably fragile ego.
My ego is perfectly fine.
Is that so?
Nickerson men laugh in the face of insecurity.
That's so, Neddard? A test. Nancy, describe Colton's looks using the International Ned Cuteness Unit. We talking half a Ned, 2 Neds?
Really, I think he's like 1/10 of a Ned, but let's make Ned jealous.
10 Neds.
Oof, I have the sudden urge to buy a convertible.
Just teasing. He looks like a person.
Right. Ticking clock, kidnapping, etc. How guilty does he seem? For consistency, please state your answers in Ned units.
Couldn't tell you yet. He doesn't seem as worried as I'd expect, but maybe he's the type to internalize his feelings.
Huh. So that's a thing you can do?
The boyfriend is statistically favored when it comes to crimes like this. Try to get him talking about the relationship. I studied that in preschool.
You studied, boyfriend kidnapping relationships in preschool?
Goodbye.
Take care.
What kind of preschool did Ned attend?